The following game has no ESRB rating posted on their Steam page, nor is there a listing as to what restrictive content may be seen in the game. However, if you look at one of their cinematics on their Steam page, you see the logo for the ESRB, and it appears to have a E10 plus rating from the ESRB. That means that the content in the game is only appropriate for anyone aged 10 and up. So therefore, if you are under the age of 10, you should not be watching this video. You have been warned. Greetings and salutations. I am Outlier, and I bid you welcome to this channel. Joining me today is, of course, my usual co-hosts, Snowball and Wolf. And today we're returning back to Slime Rancher. The premise of Slime Rancher is, well, as the title suggests, you basically run a farm or a ranch, because I guess the slimes are livestock, for slimes. And you collect them from the local wildlife. Yes, the term for that is generally poaching. And you keep them in fenced-in areas. Yes, they are pens, which are similar to prisons. No, they're not cages. Yes, they do have their small enclosed areas. But they're still not cages. Given the amount of times that the slimes escape, those pens are definitely not cages. And then you proceed to feed the slimes regularly, and then they poop. And you collect the poop and sell it for coin, which you then use to buy various things. Basically, the entire economy is run off of slime poop. They'd also mention that this also has a sci-fi-esque aspect to it, where you're not really ranching slimes on Earth, but on a alien world known as the Far Far Range. And everything you do is for the benefit of a shadow corporation that basically owns you, and that would be accurate, except there's no debt to pay. But I digress. This game is, of course, made by Thank you again. That being said, let us begin. Alright, so this is the ranch, or at least this is the first section of it. I can expand the ranch into various areas, most notably the caverns, which are well over here. Except I can't get to them because I haven't paid for the expansion. And then, if we dash over this way, we also have the range, I believe it's called. Oh, the overgrowth, I'm sorry. Everything's the range. Which also is locked. And I guess for this episode, the primary objective would be to get enough money to purchase the overgrowth. I need 1,795 coin to do so, and I only have 385 to my name. So these are the slimes. They come in various different shapes and sizes. Well, technically, these are the slimes. They're always going to be this side for the most part. It's just that because there's such a large variety of different slimes, and that is actually a lot of chickens. What I normally do personally is I take about 5 different slimes, mix 2 together to make what's known as a largo, which is what these guys are, and just use them for plort manufacture. And I usually pair them based off the environment that they're in, so pink slimes are found practically everywhere. So they're basically by themselves. And once I get access to the chasms that are over there, I may take 5 pink slimes, move them in there, and crossbreed them with phosphorus slimes. Because phosphorus slimes don't like the daylight, even in largo form. So there's no point keeping them, even if I do have an anti-day net above the pen, on account of they fly, they can hit the net, break the net, fly out, and then die in the sunlight. Fun stuff, that. So that's why I have 20 pink slimes, but only 5 of other kinds. So the first 2 kinds outside of pink and phosphorus slimes that you meet are rock and tabby, which I turned into these largos. And a largo is generally a hybrid of the 2 slimes that you crossbreed it with. They also have the same favorite foods. When you feed a slime a favorite food, it produces twice as many plorts. And the largos will make both a tabby and a rock plort, so that's why they're filling up here. And then, since we unlocked a quarry, the next 2 slimes that we got were probably the most dangerous kinds of all, the rad slime and the boom slime. So naturally I just simply mixed the 2 of them together, and there's 5 right here. They're highly radioactive, highly explosive, and I really should learn to keep my distance. There one goes now. So that's basically... Oh, and I also have other plots growing food to feed the slimes. This is, well, the upgrade thing where I can purchase upgrades for coin. That's a little ornament. That's more food. This path leads to the slime laboratory, which is another area I don't have access to yet. That over there is a side quest mission giving point where various characters found on the range will demand that you give them stuff, and they give you other things in exchange. And then probably the most important thing here is the plort market. So when you collect the slime's poop, you deposit it here, and each plort will give you a different amount of money. And as you can see, there's quite a few various plorts available, and each plort is tied to slime. And the grayed out ones are slimes I haven't met yet, whereas the lit up ones are ones that I have access to. While I don't have phosphorus slimes on the ranch, I can actually just wander about and pick up random plorts I find on the ground. Also, the prices for each plort vary depending upon a supply and demand mechanic. So the more plorts that I supply the next day, the greater the price will drop. And
The less plorts I supply, the increase that increases demand, and the price will increase. That's why you see the little arrows here. I mean, yeah. So all the plorts that I've been dropping off, those amounts have been decreasing. Have access to crystal plorts? Interesting. Don't recall seeing a crystal slime. And this, I forget what this is for. Oh, this is just access to Slimepedia, which is your compendium of knowledge for all things Slime Rancher. And this is the house. This is our character. I believe her name is Bree. So the Shady Corporation that we work for has given us various rewards for us to pay using in-game currency. No, it's not paid for in-game currency. It's not like that. It's not that kind of game. Star mail from various characters whom we never actually see. And let's just sleep till morning. So we need to return to the ranch. So for unlocking the overgrowth, and I do want to focus on the overgrowth because last episode we ended off managing to access a fast travel point which connects to the other side of the overgrowth. So I can't while I could technically use it if I find the spot out in the wilds out that way, I can't actually make use of it while in the ranch because that is blocked off. In the meantime, this is the food dispenser. Just dump the hot onions in there. Don't I have the food dispenser for this one? I do not. And I don't have the coin to actually use it, so carrots get dumped in there. Food also get dumped in here. There are 4 times as many pink slimes as there are any other kind of slime, so. Get an in-game achievement. Not quite certain for what, but given its name, I'm assuming it's for something. Alright, so Mochi Miles. Mochi Miles is one of the characters. I need Plort's Post Haste, whatever that means. So I need to give this person 3 Magma Slime, or 3 Boom Plorts and 3 Rock Plorts, and I'll get 16 chickens and 750 coin. I don't believe I like her. I believe she is whiny. But, there's quite a few chickens. Not that I need more chickens. I've got lots of chickens. They're even aging out. But I do like keeping the plorts in the repository all equal, so if I'm pulling 3 3 boom ports. I need to pull a similar number of rat ports. And just dump the ones I don't need into the plort market, so... Alright, so that gives us a new upgrade, the Power Core Mark II, hence micro-generator boost in 200, but more importantly, it's even smaller. So apparently doing that for that person, well, completing that person's request netted me a upgrade that I didn't realize I could get, so... I guess in the end it's to the benefit. So let's sell off these remaining ports. And I don't think I have access to a new area. It's just the quarry. You. Guess pilgrims do go bad. So this is the Dry Reef, I believe it was called. This is the first area right outside the ranch. It's mostly home to pink slimes. If you go down digging far enough, you'll eventually find rock and tabby slimes as well. I think anything's this way. I was wrong. There's actually something this way. And I get a tank booster, which increases these enhanced nano storage cells to a caution of the wind, allow you to cram 40 units into each area, which is the inventory slots 1 through 4, you see. And that was a tabby slime. It ate a pink plort and became a pink tabby. Although, why I'm collecting hen-hens, I have no idea. I got plenty of hen-hens back home. Roostros are entirely another thing unto itself. So, I may try to take any rooster I find, but I don't really need hen-hens. That's a rock slime. So when you don't feed your slimes, they get slightly agitated, but when you don't feed a Largo slime, they get really angry and then they start attacking you. So you could avoid those, you could take care of those slimes by, oh look, Bob has sent us mail. By dousing them with water, which causes them to stop momentarily. If you really wish to pacify them, though, you just basically give them food. The pinks will pretty much eat it. The pink slimes will eat pretty much anything. So this is the quarry we entered. To the boom and rock, and even eventually, I think I got the right beats. We even find some rad slimes if we go down far enough. I guess we could also work in taking care of this Gordo, so... As I said before, the slimes come... Well, I didn't really say that the slimes come in multiple sizes, but you've seen multiple sizes of slimes. The next size up is a Gordo. It's the largest slime possible. You can't actually get these. They don't produce plorts. They're just massive slimes. And what you do is you feed them. And the more that they eat, the bigger they get. And the bigger they get, eventually they explode. And when they explode, they release the ones naturally forming, like the one there, gets you something. I think I've taken care of 3 so far, and I've seen equal numbers of, well, one got me a key to unlock the quarry, this area that I'm currently running around in right now. Another one gave me the fast travel point between the other side of the overgrowth and where I found it, and the third just got me some money. And because that Gordo's that's a rock Gordo, and it's based off of the rock slime. If we look up the rock slimes only eat vegetables. If we feed it, like, say, chickens, it's just going to bounce off the slime. What we need are more vegetables. So carrots, pogo fruit I don't think will count, and that's a rat slime right there. Apparently all this food went, bad. So I guess what I should do is scour the area for food. Technically, what I probably should do is simply get food from my actual ranch, because, you know, I'm growing this stuff. And that's a tar. So, as I said before, I really should remember what I say. In order to make a Largo, you basically need to take a slime and a plort of a different slime and feed that plort to the first slime. So if I were to take, say, a pink slime and a rock plort, feed the rock plort to the pink slime, would become a pink rock Largo, that guy right there. Tars, on the other hand, are made by when you feed a Largo a third kind of plort, not of its two. So to follow this example of the rock Largo, if I were to feed it a rad plort, it would become a tar. And tars eat other slimes. They also eat the rancher if you're not careful. That's why they keep trying to jump up here. And as you can see, the more that they eat, the more they reproduce themselves. So they're basically just going to clear out the entire, all the slimes here, and probably just simply start reproducing. And they're actually getting some decent height. And there's a variety of ways to defeat tars. Easiest way would be just to douse them with water, although I think most of them are actually out of range right now. But you basically do that. Come on, who's next? Any other takers? Okay, that one exploded for reasons unknown. I won't complain though. Oh, maybe they got a timeout function. I've never actually stopped and fought the tars before, so... I'm guessing the last tar is self-destructed. Mostly on account of the music change, so... Still, free carrot. And now we have water. And in that water is a rock slime. In that water are puddle slimes, these guys right here. Puddle slimes are unique in that they don't really eat anything, they just feed off of water. So while I could get a bunch of pink puddle slimes, I have nowhere to actually store them because without water they die. And actually, no, I think I can actually make ponds. But the only natural place on the ranch that has water, or at least water large enough to sustain puddle slimes, is in an area locked off behind the overgrowth. Just jet back across. Some chickens, some rad slimes. If you douse rad slimes with water, their area effect goes away temporarily. these guys. Water. More puddle ports. No, guess not. Okay. Carrots, though. So tars naturally come out at night. So that's another way to find tars. I don't think I came this way. It's this way. Oh, this just leads back to the Gordo. Alright, so that's some Oka. I think one of the slimes likes it. Can't remember which one, though. Also, can't remember if I've been this way before. Take the heartbeats. Alright, so I found a random ornament. I don't have space to take it with me. Guess I don't need the puddle ports. That's actually the way that I came. It's this way then, I wonder. Also, do not want to know what made this skeleton. This is another fast travel area, although this one's technically one way. Dump the hen ornament right next to the puddle ornament. Berries, heartbeats. Favored by the rad slime, so I should probably be growing that as opposed to the odd onion. Although the odd onion is a favorite of the crystal slime, but I don't have crystal slimes right now, so moot point. Well, odd onions are kind of harder to find. Let me remove the crops. Have it start growing the Oka, so we can feed it to those guys. Because unlike rad slimes, boom slimes like meat, and I don't have access to briar hens because they live not in the quarry, I don't think. I think briar hens are in the forested area, which we don't have access to. So we got some star mail from someone by the name of Bob, or Bob, B-O-B, Bob. I'm going to call him Bob. And Bob says, hello, Bob. Hello. Chickens. Hello, chickens. Chicken. Hello, Bob. P.S. Chicken.
I'm guessing Bob likes chickens.
Which, if we wait till morning, I'm guessing we get something from Bob. Yep, there's Bob. And yes, he has 3 pink slimes in a trench coat. And no, I did not realize that until after I saw somebody online mention that. He goes, chickens, chickens. So he wants 8 hens and 1 rooster. I do have a spare rooster. Just dump the orca in that. It's a stony rooster. Need you that, and I need 8 hens. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. Nope, that's not 8. Or that stony hen didn't fly out, right? It did not. Okay. I guess she did not because it's a hen. In exchange, I would get, what, 6 heartbeats, 4 odd onions, 250 coin, and 5 rock quartz. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One advantage to having the Largos is that you don't need to stock 1 of every kind of food. You can just basically get away with half the food types out there that are out there. Alright, so hopefully this will be enough. If not, we can hopefully pick up some more carrots along the way. I would prefer not to feed the Gordo. Alright, no carrots there. The odd onions, just simply because, as I said before, they are slightly harder to find, I believe. So I'm hoping 30 carrots and 30 heartbeats is enough to cause it to go boom. If not, then well, we can make multiple return trips. I would say I'm on a tireless search for carrots, but I think I just simply made a wrong turn. Not that I'm seeing very many carrots. I mean, I got carrot lots, but the slimes already ate all the carrots. So this is classified as a dangerous area. However, I believe the Largos that spawn here are pink phosphorus slimes, and as I said before, phosphorus slimes don't like it out in the middle of the day, so that area is usually calm and quiet. But this is another area that I could have unlocked instead of the quarry. This leads to a forested area with whom I forget the name of. We'll see if that, and I would have unlocked it, but I don't have any slime keys, which are used to unlock the door. Hopefully the Gordo I'm trying to make boom has a key which I can use to unlock that door. And the fast travel point that I mentioned is right here. This takes me to right here, and it's in between the overgrowth, which is this place, and the pier, which is this place. And the pier has the one natural pond where I could keep puddle slimes without having to waste a plot. But that costs 5,000, or the docks, I should say. Deep down in the deep down in the great blue sea, I saw 1,000 slimes smiling back at me. Really? I don't see any slimes, but if memory serves, according to the lore, that isn't water, that's just more slime. And it's arguably just one massive sentient slime that all the slimes come from and then go to. But I've never seen it smile, so who knows. It could, just not when I'm looking. Now, I can't feed the Gordo chickens. As I said before, it's a rock Gordo, and rock Gordo and rock slimes only eat vegetables. I mean, I can feed the chickens to these guys. Pink slimes will eat pretty much anything. I'm fairly certain that if they could, they'd eat each other, but that only happens once they become tars. Oh, there's an odd onion. I thought they'd be harder to get. Mainly because, unlike other vegetables, odd onions don't grow by themselves. Like for any other vegetable that you see, like carrots or heart beets or the oka, you plant a field of those and they all be the same thing. Alright, where's the star? Oh, there he is. Alright, let's go kill it before he grows. There you go. Should let him eat all the slimes. And as I was saying, unlike everything else, the odd onion grows with carrots. So you'll get, I would say, an equal mix of odd onions and carrots, but you don't get that many odd onions. What I should be doing is feeding it the heartbeats, because that's its favorite food. It's the parts that you see. As you see, he keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and then he goes boom. And, no slime key. For that I say darn. Oh, look, another hen. That's nice. Dervish ornaments. It does, however, unlock a fast travel point. Where? I have absolutely no idea. Seriously, where is this place? It unlocks the other side of the chasm. Okay then. So is there anywhere I can get to from here? But I don't think so. Oh, well, I guess I don't need the heartbeats now. Here, have some heartbeats. Ooh, present. Another hen ornament. Finding a lot of those suddenly. I don't recall ever seeing ornaments last time I played this before I started making videos of it. But again, last time I played this before I started making videos, I'm fairly certain it was still in early access, and that was a long time ago. Is locked. Alright, so I guess we just simply go exploring. What's this way? Huh. That's a crystal slime. It's as clear as shiny, transparent rocks that these slimes are dangerous. Very much so. Grab 3. Let's make it 4. Or 5. 5 it is. Now, I have absolutely no idea what I'm going to be doing with these slimes. In fact, as I said before, all of my plots are taken. More heartbeats. The treasure pod. Alright, so Henrik, Basically, the ranch that we took over, we are not the first owner of it. Our previous rancher, going by the name of Heinrich, he decided to call it quits, and before leaving to God knows where, he decided to take one last trek around the far range, and left all these hints here for us. So I once came here to collect crystals for a little project of mine. Was trapped here for nearly 2 days when those curious crystal slimes came rolling my way and started firing off those dangerous shards. I thought I was going to kick the bucket. The crystals were for wind chime. I bet Thor still has it hanging from her porch. Worth it. I've never met him, will most likely never meet him, but he seems like a nice dude. Which means he probably has a questionable past. Yes, I know that's not a nice thing to say. And that's what I've looked forward to with crystal slimes. Well, my one thought is because there's still technically one other slime I don't have ports for on the ranch, rather than unlocking the overgrowth, what I could do is unlock the cavern, build a pen in there, drop off the crystal slimes, and pair them with the phosphor port. That would get me phosphor crystal slimes. Well, in order to progress anywhere outside of areas for my ranch, I need to find slime keys to unlock the another area, or at least a new area, for lack of a better term. So that means, since that Gordo didn't get me a key, there's another key out there somewhere. That, or I completely messed everything up, and I'm basically stuck with what I got. Didn't think you could fall into water that deep. Go swimming in radioactive water, I guess. And that's a phosphor rock log. It's basically the lightning bug thing that is the one slime that I don't have. I'm hearing cars again. Where's the way I came? Where did I suddenly get money? And yes, this is the way I came. Alright, that's the one-way teleporter that I hit the last time. So if we go up this way, back down, you find a chicken nest. More slimes. Can't remember if there's anything this way. Just can't remember if there's fall damage or not, so I'm not taking the chance. And this just leads to some random chasm. So I could have sworn there was a map to this place. Yes, I'm currently in Indigo Quarry. This is the Dry Reef. That's the ranch right there, I believe. That's something. That's the forested area that I decided to not unlock, and this is something else. That's also something. Or maybe this is the ranch, because I think this is the chasm area or cavern area that I can unlock. This is the overgrowth area that I can unlock. This is the docks. That's the slime laboratory. So I don't quite know what's off in this direction. You know what? I should have almost enough money to unlock one side. And the funny thing is, if I were to choose a side, I would go with the chasm, so that way I can offload these crystal slimes and make the phosphor quartz that I need. Let's use this teleporter. Same price. So I actually don't have enough money. Right, so let's drop off all the ornaments we found. Those are the onions. Okay, that was weird. So, of all the slimes that I have, all the plorts I have technically access to, what makes me the most? The rad and boom plorts. Okay, then. I thought I heard the tar music play. I felt that weird. Alright, so as I said, the prices change daily, and I started feeding them in as the prices were changing. So the price actually went up for the boom plorts, but down for the rad plorts. So, sticks by me, I guess. On plus note, well, on the plus side, I think rather than being able to unlock one, I think I actually made enough to unlock both. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take the Oka. Dump one in here so that way these guys have something to eat. See, the pink slimes are trying to escape again. Fire off all the pogo fruit into pink slime net, so that way they're not hungry. Even though the ravenous mob will literally eat everything. Do the same with the heartbeats. That heartbeat actually died. So they do go bad. So I can't just leave the odd onions just lying around. And feed the cube berries back to the base. Alright, so what was I going to do? But I just remembered what I was going to do.
No, I am not getting you snacks.
Unlock the grotto. I'm sorry, it's called the grotto, not the chasms. So this is the grotto. See, we got what, 1, 2, 3. 3. 5 plots to play with. And this is the fast travel point that we found. Well, that we exploded the Gordo of. There's that. Fence. And we also unlock the overgrowth. So rather than just unlocking one, we get access to both now. I have no idea what this teleporter is for. This is the overgrowth. And it comes naturally with chickens. It's got 1, 2, 3. Free carrots and chickens. I think it only has like 4 plots or so. Alright, so Henrik, whatever his name is. I built this area myself by spreading soil from the moss blanket. I think that's the forest area I don't have access to. All over the ground just to see what would happen. I was hoping it would attract a hunter slime or two, but no such luck. Maybe I need to get some of them big mushrooms to grow here instead. They sure seem to like hanging out around those things. But now I can walk freely to this teleporter, which gets me to so one question I have is, what's this way? Because I don't think this is technically more of the ranch. Ah, beach ball. Interesting. There's another area to the dry reef. And a slime door. I have no idea where this door goes. I mean, I'm assuming it cuts back through to the dry reef area. It's like an alternate entrance, kind of. But if I have one extra slime key, I'm using it to unlock this area. Ooh, phosphorus slime. It's technically still nighttime. Is there any food I can use? Do phosphorus slimes eat, No, they only eat fruit, so harvesting carrots won't help. It's daylight anyways, so it doesn't matter. Okay. Another thing from the old guy. I used to come to this beach to think. I'd sit and stare at those distant rings and ruminate on who created them and for what purpose. But most of all, I'd sit here and think of her. Heartbeats. I guess heartbeats aren't as rare as I originally thought they were. And here's another tabby Gordo. So, guess who's gonna have to depopulate the land of chickens? hear chickens. I don't see chickens. There's chickens. Empty out that of carrots. Coca. Dump that in there. I got plenty of food somewhere around. Add the hens to the plot, this plot for now. What I'm going to do is, I actually maxed out on Tabby and Rocket. This is what I get for not cleaning their pen out. Okay then. Well, I'm not gonna net much from these, but 200 times what, 10? That's 2,000. 100 rock and 100 tabby. Each one at 10. Hopefully get me enough to build a pen and a farm plot for crystal slimes and their favorite food. Should probably clean out their pen. A whole bunch of just in there. Alright, so I should probably have the pens lower down. So we'll start with the high walls, music box, port collector, and auto feeder, and the air net. And that's actually all of the coin. But there's 5 crystal slimes. Memory serves. Yeah, it's the odd onion that they like, so it's the odd onion I'm going to have to plant down here. And let's see, the old man have to say about this. Before I left the ranch, I found myself sleeping most nights in this here grotto. I'd fill it full of phosphorus slimes and then watch them dance in the dark, drifting off of pretenders, drifting in a sea of stars across the limitless black of space. It's funny how when you dream, you sure become a sucker for the impossible. Every time I woke to find myself back in the grotto, I'd feel a little sadness. Then it was back to work. There was always something that needed doing. That much is of truth. Where does this go? So if we want to build the farm, we're going to need more coin, which means where'd the pins? It's also maxed out. Now, because pink slimes are, well, common as nobody's business, their slimes sell for the least amount. Their plorts, I should say, sell for the least amount. Still, every little bit counts. 5 times 30 is 150, I believe. 5 times 100 is 500. Apparently I got another achievement. Several, apparently. But that should net me enough to make a farm. I want a garden. Alright, so I want a scare slime in case they manage to break out. Alright, so I want a sprinkler. And because I put that in to grow odd onions, get another achievement called salad bar. And since I only need one there, dump the other 7 in here. Just changes the frequency. Of course, technically, because odd onions are arguably hard to come by, if I'm mixing them with phosphorus slimes, what I should technically do is just stock them with Q-berries. But the crystal slimes don't eat Q-berries, so until I can actually turn them into phosphor crystal largos, I should probably keep it without onions. But that empties out the inventory. So that means gather up as many chickens as I can. Look at Elder Rooster. Alright, so since I need the roosters to grow more chickens, dump the 3 roosters back in there. 5 hens, 5 stony hens. Everything else will go to feed that cat Gordo I found. Now what I should also probably do purchase the sprinklers and nutrient soil for the other gardens. That we can get more the other vegetable that I'm feeding the radboom's larvas. Yeah, see, they go in there, but according to the lure, they're perfectly fine doing that. And that's not enough. Forgot I had the elder rooster. Shit, I thought I heard more chicks. Okay, apparently the thing does not eat the chickadoos. I almost feel sorry, I actually feel sorry for kept the chickadoos and raised them into chickens. Oh well. Now I know I'm hearing tar. Free rockets. Anybody else want some? Yeah, I don't think I have that much water left. Let's run. these hen-hens to the thing. Remember not to toss in the chickadee because it doesn't eat that. Chickadee here. That can grow with the other chickens. Probably dump up the plorts before the market changes prices again. Given the fact that I sold off a whole bunch of them, it's probably a good idea to do that before the prices go down. It's nighttime, so I should probably go hunting for phosphorus slime. Should also refill on water, I'm running low. Oh, there we are. Here's one. Here's two. Don't need the actual slime. Now, I grabbed the carrots to feed these guys, but I completely forgot they don't eat veggies. Of course, now the pink slimes do, as I toss the carrots into whatever this thing is. Fine now. Yes, that's 5. Don't need those carrots. One back over here. Drop off the pink plort. Dump the 5 phosphor plorts that I have over here. That's 1, 3. Yeah, they are now phosphor crystal largos, and some of them are hungry. I don't have that many odd onions, but they'll eat any kind of vegetable because they're now combined with phosphor slimes. It means they can probably break through the ceiling and escape, eat more easily. But it means that they also eat cube fruit because that's the phosphor slime's favorite fruit. So I could technically fill the auto feeder with cube fruit and be good to go. So I technically don't need more odd onions growing here, but I'll let them grow for now. That's kind of a backup, plus the... Is this the cube or the pogo? The cube fruit plot isn't as developed. The garden isn't as developed as some of the others. Alright, looking for chickens. So what is it gonna do now? The answer is look for chickens. So if we take this telepad portal, it's down over this way, I can skip through the entire directory just to get to here. Of course, the problem is finding chickens, as I hear clucking. Oh, here we go. Clean out this area of hen-hens and stony hens. This before the tabby hens show up. Tabby hens, the tabby slimes show up. Fire you off that way. Any more? I guess the stony hands produce their own kinds of chicks. Okay. And there's some tours down there. Put the chick in here. And I'll take the quartz out of here because I have more crystal quartz than I do phosphor quartz, and I like having them in even numbers. And so doing that makes it an even number. And dawn is fast approaching. It's a good thing the character doesn't sleep, plus for storyline purposes. Of course, given the fact that it's a fast day-night cycle, there's a very good chance that it's not human-based. We are on an alien world, after all. Huh. Didn't need that many stony hens. And down they go. Okay, so what's this get? Other than, you know, a pile of boxes. Which nets me more chicken and pogo fruit. Where'd that ornament go? Alright, so where am I now? Oh. On this little island thingy. So what's on this little island thingy? That's not a way. Carrots. I was hoping for a slime key. Water. Pogo fruit. Some rock slimes. Carrots. Another chickadee. Now, I don't know why I'm grabbing the hens. I got plenty of hens at home. I'll grab the stony chicks, though. The chickadees. Well, I do have plenty of hens. And stony hens. Roosters are hard to find, or harder to find. And the chickadees, there's a chance that they grow up to be roosters, in addition to hens. Same with the stony chicks, I believe. So, it's this way, I wonders. We're the same, and a treasure pod. Where's this go? I guess this gets back this way. Okay then. I'm hearing Taurus. Chickadee. And I get a new upgrade. Enhanced jetpack thrust, some 20% less energy, but produce double the fun. So I'm guessing the whole flying piece takes longer to go through to run out of energy. Don't think there's anything over there. And we have another pink slime over here. Pink slimes really don't have a favorite food, but the trade-off is I can feed it literally anything that this game considers food, and it will be accepted. So I don't have to go prowling for any kind of food. I just need food. It's the wrong button. I guess technically I could feed it the chicks, but I don't want to. And it goes boom. And it nets me a slime key. Another dervish one. Interesting. Alright, so I know exactly where I'm taking this slime key to. Assuming, of course, I can... Oh, two bears. Assuming, of course, I can find the way out again. Yeah, it's, the pond with all the pogo. Just enough energy to get across. Okay then. Alright, so before I forget, put this corral in, get some high walls, auto feeder, and a port collector. I don't have enough money for the air net. Hoping I can get enough before put you guys here. Add all the chicks to the chicken pen. Grab all the Q berries. And dump them in here. Teleporter over here. Anyways, the slime key we got to unlock this area. Side, and this is the moss blanket. Like a flower blooming from a rocky crack, this emerald expands hints at what could be. So it's as close to a verdant forest as possible on this in this place. You do have to slide down this way to get here. I don't have a map of the area just yet. I don't know, there's actually boom slimes here as well. Interesting. Carrots. Those are always fun. Another slime door as well. Hopefully that means that there'd be another slime key here. Another hen ornament. Puddle slimes. And the old man has a message for us here. The moss blanket may seem like an ancient jungle of sorts, but the fact is that much of what you see here wasn't even around when I first began exploring this land. At this rate, I reckon that won't be long before this greenery completely overtakes the far, far range. Not sure if that's a good thing or a bad thing. So this wasn't here when he showed up. That means a lot of these places, these trees and whatnot, could be classified as an invasive species, which is never good for a local ecosystem. Just a spout of water. Take you. Of course, that means if I find what I'm actually looking for, I'm going to have to drop something. And some more not niceties back this way. What's up here, I wonders? Found the map. Okay, so I'm guessing that means that there's 2 slime keys in here. Don't know if that's safe to drop down that way. So we won't. There's a treasure pot over there. Yeah, we're fine. Oh, look, a briar hen. Briar hen is a real wild bird that loves to ramble in the bramble. It's a third kind of chicken. That's a tarp. so what's this way? I was not certain I'd be able to make that. Come on, get up there. Alright, well that chiming sound you heard was a lucky slime, but because I tried to go up the wrong way, I missed it. Alright, so have you ever been in love, Beatrix? That's the character's full name. Makes you feel all achy inside, like a day after your soul's been to the gym. That's the best way I can describe it anyway. Also realigns your thinking to something you swear is downright alien. All those things you thought really mattered suddenly don't. It changes you entirely. Can't recommend it enough. Yeah, the old man has a story to him. Let's just say there's a reason why he chose to live a life of solitude out here. And not for very good and kind reasons. Well, I'm sure people find it good and kind. Alright, well, I guess we're not keeping the roostro. Briar chickadee. Breed of chick that's totally bush-leagued. Oh, it's totally bush-leagued. I'm hearing chickens, but I don't see them. Thought I would be able to walk past that before we went boom. I guess not. So where's this bridge go? Oh, to this thing. I'm guessing this is the way we're supposed to go, just in reverse. There's a treasure pod down there, but I don't have the means of unlocking any kind of treasure pod, so don't really much see the point. I think I just banged my head against that. Ah. So this is one of the things I've been looking for. A, honey slime. Problem is, you're gonna have to get rid of the briar hen to grab it. That's 2. That's a tar now. Gone. Didn't get a chance to grab that one. Where's the boom slimes that affect the Taurus? There's 3 honey slimes. Let's hoping for 5 honey slimes. That way all I need is a plort for the other slime I want to pair it with. And that's a hunter slime, which turn invisible and are very hard to find and see. So that's why I was hoping to get 5 honey slimes and a hunter plort. Oh, okay. already read this one. Yeah, this is the first one. Alright, so I'm running out of space, so I should probably head back. Thing is, I fell down a log to get here. And I know getting out isn't the same way as getting back in. I think it's this way. I think. Given the fact that out's over here, I'm thinking no, it's not. Okay. I really need a compass in addition to a map. So as I said, I slid down this way. I think the way out... What's he have to say here? First time I want to explain the moss block, got stuck here, so I constructed a way out. It's just up yonder. So out is this way. I think. This way, and we're out. Try not to fall down here. Alright, now since it is nighttime, these guys grow. Or spawn. I'll just slip past all of those. Get back to the overgrowth. Plop the honey slimes into the pen. I'll worry about collecting 2 more N/4 hunter slimes later. Drop my ever-growing collection of ornaments right here. And dump my new chicks in with the others. Probably should go hunting for more briar hens later, but that is another issue for another time. Because I'm going to call it here. Everybody stay safe from the plague and, have a good day.